What's up, guys? So today I have a very special item inside this box for us to look at today. Let's see. This was not very easy to get my hands on. If I can get into the box. So inside the box, I have a Defender Series iPad Pro case for the 3rd generation iPad. So at first glance, it looks just like the rest of the Defender Series cases that OtterBox makes. Drop protection, multi-layer protection, dust protection, screen protection, scratch protection, versatile device stand. It's got the limited lifetime warranty. Let's go ahead and slide it out of this plastic. Okay, so right here, you've bought more than a great case. Alright, so at first glance, it is a very thick case. I would say almost an inch thick. So it's quite heavy as well. But we all know our OtterBoxes protect our devices really, really well. So that is the stand that comes with it. It looks very similar to previous stands, to where the iPad will literally sit like that. Or if you flip it around this way, it can sit up vertically. So the case does feature that. That is also a good, that's how you, can't think of the word, that's how you protect the screen from getting cracked with that plastic cover. It literally is just a plastic cover. It does feature a spot that you can flip open and actually charge your Apple Pencil. We're going to see if that's really the case here in a second. One of the great features of the OtterBox Defender series is the amount of protection that it provides the device. We're going to slide this iPad right here into this case and see how it looks, see if the Apple Pencil works, and see if I really like this. I'm not a big fan of how big it is, I will say that. So it's the same 3-part system: cover, silicone, sleeve, and then the hard plastic. I'm trying to make sure I line it up right. Using the camera helps tremendously on this new iPad since there's no home button. So it sits in quite nicely. So this case should be fairly in par with the spec case that I reviewed the other week. I'll leave a link down below for that review. So far I like this case a lot better, provided that the Apple Pencil will actually charge. That was the one thing that I was very confused on the spec Presidio case, was how do you charge your pencil? This doesn't have a storing place for the Apple Pencil, but that's not really that big of a deal to me as long as it doesn't prevent me from using my pencil. So problem number one. The touchscreen barely works. I mean, I can't do anything. I mean, it doesn't work. whatsoever. This works. Barely. I mean, I can't even get to the home screen. Not sure if OtterBox tested this out. I mean, it's working kinda. That's crazy. Can't go home. Just for the fact that you can't use your screen makes this case kind of useless to me. But we're going to try the Apple Pencil part out anyways. So, on this case, this part flips up. Very easy to flip up. So it flips up like so. You're supposed to be able to just pop your pencil there, which it does work. So, good job, OtterBox, on getting the pencil to work. Bad job, OtterBox, on getting the touchscreen to work. I've never experienced anything like this before. So just for the fact that there's actually a pretty bad scratch right there on the case too. I mean, y'all saw me unbox this. There was no way I could have put a scratch on there. I'll try and take a picture of it and put it on the screen. But that's a pretty bad little gouge. And it does not come off. So, for the over $100 that you would spend to get your hands on one of these, if they have them in stock, it's not worth it. It doesn't work. Your touchscreen doesn't work, and there's a scratch on it. 2 strikes, OtterBox. Boo! Just so you guys can see that my touchscreen does actually work, I'm going to pull the case off. This is not a case that you would be taking on and off. It's not very easy to take it up to even do anything with it. So, everything works perfectly fine on my iPad. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my video today learning about the OtterBox for the iPad Pro 3rd generation. Not a big fan of it. I personally have never really been that big of a fan of the Defender series, but they do provide a tremendous amount of protection to an iPad. This one, I wouldn't recommend to anyone. The touchscreen doesn't work. The item came scratched. It's huge. I mean, it's an inch thick. I mean, I just could not recommend this case to anyone. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. After that, a little bell will pop up. Click that. It will let you get notified of my latest postings on YouTube. Also, while you're at it, check me out online at loganstechreview.com. You can also find me on Twitter at LoganTechReview. There is no S in that. And last but not least, I'm on Instagram at Logan's Tech Review. Sometimes on Instagram I'll post my story so you can get a little sneak peek of what's coming. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. We'll see you next time though.